New member shoutout to Godzilla! And if you didn't know, Dragon Ball Reset was illustrated by Ms. Gojiball Z and was written by some guy named Blackscape. Awakening after mysteriously being healed. Goku questions if she's okay, with a worry in his eye. But in a panic, she can only focus on the threat of Cell, whipping her head in every direction, feverishly interrogating where he is. Pointing to the left, our hero thinks for a moment, before supposing whatever, if anything, remains of him is probably that way somewhere. Gazing over and processing what he means. 18 spots the charred ground and fresh smoke still rising from the dirt. Only now is she able to exhale a sigh of relief, her eyes catching her torn shirt, where once was her fatal wound. She then realizes the hole is gone, calling out to Goku again, just as confused as before, but much more calm. The giant hole Cell made, where did it go? Beginning to explain what happened. He falls to his knees in a surge of pain, only able to choke out the words "stay back." The android complies, standing by helplessly. With a crescendo of energy, Goku limply hits the ground. Recognizing this, 18 puts together this is exactly what happened during the Tournament of Power, the first instance he used Ultra Instinct for too long. But fortunately, he's still breathing. With no time to worry, she knows the first thing the pair needs to do is get out of this place, or at least find somewhere safe for the moment. Dragging him up to her back, she can't help but roll her eyes they're doing this again, snarking she isn't a babysitter or something. Arriving elsewhere, it doesn't seem 18 was able to make much progress, as she is seen looking defeated in the background. As a rambunctious little fly approaches the Saiyan, finding an empty place to rest his little wings. It causes Goku to sneeze, jolting him awake. Still coming to his senses, he glances over at his ally, snot dripping from his nose. Grossing out the android. Quickly gaining his bearings, he asks what happened and how long he's been out for. But it isn't certain, as night still hasn't come. However, with the distance she traveled, it's at least been a few days. Detracting, after the Tournament of Power, mass exhaustion, and passage of time, Goku finds himself a bit dehydrated, simply exclaiming he needs water. Aware of the requirements of normal life forms, 18 explains she knows, and that's why they've been heading towards a nearby mountain. Gesturing in its direction, not only do we see what she refers to, but also some kind of strange monument. The android believes there is certainly a sort of civilization just a bit further, stoked to finally get out of this endless desert. Though while optimistic, she reminds they must still be very cautious. Their entire time here, they've only seen Cell, so that place could be full of enemies. A little more trusting, Goku suggests it could also be full of friendly folks just waiting to help him. Either way, the Saiyan presses he won't last long without food or water. After all, he's been in Ultra Instinct since the tournament, and it's pretty draining. This sentence jars 18, as even if Goku isn't known for his attention to detail, she remembers full well he was in his base form at the end of the tournament. Inquiring what's the last thing he remembers before waking up here. Off guard, he thinks for a moment, relaying he took Jiren out of the ring, and MajinBlue was about to make his wish. Knowing she should have seen this sooner, she remembers it was her brother who made the wish, asking all universes to be restored. She even got all the way back home before a white light enveloped everything in sight. Informing Goku, she believes they are in fact from different universes, or timelines, or something, though she is still putting together the pieces. But one way or another, they are not from the same reality. But only fortunate stupidity isn't painful. She realizes Goku isn't exactly following. Sighing, they better find him some water. Maybe whoever's up ahead can give them a few answers.
Why don't I tell you myself? My insights can be most enlightening.
Showing not only to still be alive, but there also now appears to be 3 golden cells, and a couple new faces. One seeming to be a casually dressed woman, and the other wears a uniform, similar to the Pride Troopers. From the distance, someone peers in on the standoff. Putting down the binoculars, she reluctantly mutters she's too late. As a frigid breeze whirls by, who is this mysterious woman?